And I will.
Okay, so we're gonna start. We're gonna introduce Miss Momma Kim. We call her. She's Kim Weston from Motown, legendary artist from Motown. She's gonna tell us about Kim Weston's Festival for the Performing Arts, and then we have participants and instructors that are here that's gonna tell you about themselves, introduce themselves, and tell how important festival was to them.
Okay. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. In 1972, God gave me a vision that I did not understand, but I believed it came from Him because it was talking about helping people. I knew it didn't come from the other side, you know. And so that vision encompassed me working with young people and really applying to the program, the things that I thought Motown should have given us to prepare us, young people who were just glad to sing. We didn't worry about the business or anything. So in the process, many of us ended up dealing with the show and not the business. And that was in 1972, and God blessed me in 1977 through Mayor Young to start Festival for the Performing Arts with 50 participants and a staff of 3 at the Northwest Activity Center. Excuse me. Okay. Well, this is me, y'all. Hey, what can I say? All right.
Hi, I'm Sandra Newsom, as most people will remember. Singing group, The New Review. My sisters, Wendy, Phyllis, Margaret, Nene. I started Festival the second year that she got it off the ground. And I went from being a participant unto being a staff member, unto going unto other venues that they provided for us. We have did many musicals. We have sung background for Kim, for Aretha. We have been in the mayor's house. I'm telling you, Manugian Mansion. Wow. Some of the best memories that I have is there, working and singing with Festival for the Performing Arts. The program provided something for the young people who had talent, some who didn't have talent. There was something to do, whether if it was culinary arts, if it was video, if it was audio, there was always something for you to do. There was always costume design. If you wanted to model, we had Miss Tally to send you on down the runway. We had Clifford Fears, who would show you how to work it. It was just a beautiful program that I wish that never ended and that could continue on even now. So we are just hoping that each and every one who was a participant of the program will participate in this reunion, just to bring back the memories, the laughter, the joy, the pain, even some of the sorrow for those who did not win in the top 10. Excuse me, did I say mostly in the number 5 category?
It don't mean a thing
if it ain't
got that swing. Yeah. I remember that well. Right. Had a video of it and I can't find it. God almighty.
How's everybody doing? My name is Sorrell Mahone. I was also a participant in Festival of the Performing Arts with Kim Weston, Momma Kim as we call her. Just to piggyback what Sandra said, we also had workshops like creative writing. We had vocal workshops, instrumental workshops, pretty much anything that you could think of. How many? It was 13 workshops, and it covered everything. It prepared us really for the real world. We even had clerical arts.
That's right.
I was
That's
always
clerical and business.
I was always in. I started festival in the early '80s, mid '80s, something like that. And I was always in vocal or instrumental, dealing with music. But once I started venturing off into other workshops, and you know, it was just so much to do, I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna get off into business and get off into clerical. And it really helped me out. You know, when I wasn't doing music and working at 9 to 5 in the business world, in the corporate world, that's where I got my original training from the Kim Weston's Festival of Performing Arts program. We were kids then, so we didn't really know how legendary our instructors were. And to find that out as you grew up, that you were really taught by some of Detroit's own best and legendary artists and musicians and teachers and things like that. The program really helped us a lot. A lot of us are still doing this day in our profession what we learned and received from the program. And, I just want to say thank you personally. I want to say thank you. And also, the most important part was the family and the camaraderie and the just coming together. It's like when you got out of school, this was a summer program. So it was somewhere to go, it was somewhere that you look forward to going to every day. And the most important, the most thing at the end of the week, we got a check. We got paid.
Yeah, but I bet you work for it.
That's right. She made us work, but we got paid, and that's how it is in the real world. You know, you put your hard work in, and you want to be compensated for what you do. But not only that, we learned. It's a lot of life lessons, a lot of lessons taught that we really learned that we use to this day.
Yeah. Thank you, baby.
My name is Robert Louis Robinson II, and I started Festival back in 1980. A lot of things that I took from Festival I use today. Well, first of all, I want to go back. Festival, I say, is primarily, beside my parents and my teacher, Deidre Jackson, who brought me to Festival, were very instrumental in saving my life. And why I say it saved my life, because I was running the streets doing things that I knew I had no business doing.
Not you,
Robert. Oh, yes. Right. Now I can tell you about it.
Good old Rob.
Yeah, you can.
But the thing was that it gave us something positive to do. And when we got out of school, instead of us running the streets, we had some place to go. So a lot of things that I learned from Kim's Festival of the Performing Arts, I took it to what I'm doing now. And the portion that I took was when we would go out and do mini shows. So what I do is I go into senior citizen homes. I started in December of 2010, and with the help of Lady and Rail coming out, and God knows how many other people that just come out and volunteer their time, we just get out there and do it. The only thing I did extra, yes, I said extra, that Kim didn't do, was I feed them. I make sure that we bring food.
Y'all.
No.
Why you think I had culinary arts so I could keep control?
But that Kim's portion with the culinary arts was for us. What I did was I took it from us and I give it to the seniors. And I forgot to mention Terhan too. Terhan's has come out and help us out with a lot of things too. So what Rail said with the camaraderie is the fact of how we all come back together to assist each other with something. When we're in need of each other, we come and help each other out. And they've come through countless times for me and still are. And I'm going to try my best to reciprocate the favor, because I'm not holding up as well as they are. But I'm working on it, y'all. I'm working on it. But no, and what we did was, that sense of unity, that sense of community, it was in us. And also, before I forget too, I guess this goes back to what Sandra said. I too was a top tenor.
Me too.
Doing what?
I actually, well, I'm like Duck now. I ain't sang in years, but I actually did Bobby McFerrin, Thinking About Your Body, and came in first place at the Belle Isle show. But that was shocking to me. But to take somebody who didn't want to step out in the forefront, I was very comfortable being behind the scenes, a background singer, because we did background for you. There goes another one. I'm also a Motown recording artist, because I sung background on Kim Weston's album back then too. So and I forgot about that until a lady posted the album on the Facebook page. That Facebook is bringing a lot of us back together too, and that's good. But
that's God bless America, everybody.
that's right.
And I hear your voice loud and clear.
Well, actually, I got in trouble too because I decided to do an ad lib at the end of a Coleman Young song, and they had to. And matter of fact, his dad, Turhan's daddy, had to go through and edit it out because I got in trouble. But it was fun. I thought it was the sweetest thing. But yeah, but I too want to thank you, Kim, because I would not be able to do what I'm doing now if it wasn't for you stepping up to be a mentor to me.
Oh, bless you, darling. Bless you all. You know I love you all. You know y'all ran me crazy.
Another thing we liked also, what we got a chance to do was give back to the community. Like Rob was saying, was we went to the youth home.
But you know what that was for? That was to show you all that if you didn't do the right thing, where you be. That's what I really did that because I knew I had some ruffians, and I said, well, some of you all, you don't understand what it means, but once we got into that youth home and that door clicked, and you couldn't talk, you couldn't move, I think that said more than anything your mama, anybody else could have said.
And another thing, she brought out the best in all of us, like she said. She always told us, you got something in you. You know, you might not be the singer, you might be the musician. You might not be the musician, you might be creative writer, right? Yeah. But what her thing, what we loved about Kim was pulling the best out of everybody. She always wanted us to do our best, always try, never give up. And the most important thing I got of it was unity. She always brought us together in unity and working together. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, some of us was rough. Some of us, we was all teenagers. We was trying to find our way in life. And she helped us tremendously. Tremendously. Me and Big T over here, we've been best friends since high school. We was fortunate to be in a program together, and we own our own business together right now. And this is our way of giving back. Yeah. Studio, entertainment, beauty salons.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so you know.
I'm going to come hang with y'all.
Hey, take the visit.
Okay. Well, we waiting on you, ain't we?
Yeah. This is Earl Van Dyke Jr.
He's so humble. Oh my.
Y'all see, I haven't changed. I was a hellion then, I'm a hellion now.
Well, you couldn't have too much of it with seeing where you come from.
Legendary.
Okay, so you all told us about your experiences in festival. Can you tell everybody why it's important that they attend the reunion August 24th through the 26th of this year?
I want to see y'all.
Yeah, I want to see everybody, and it's very important. If you love festival like we love festival, and through the years, throughout just being, without being around everybody, when you see them, they always say, we can't wait to festival get back, and we're trying to put festival back together, and so this will be a start, just getting everybody there and seeing everybody, and I think that would be real nice.
I want to say something though before you go any farther. That you all mentioned something, and that I feel it right now, and I think the thing that when God told me to have you compete with each other, I didn't realize that in your competing with each other, that you were going to help each other even though you were competing against each other. And I think that probably made the camaraderie tighter. And I thank God, and I let everybody know, I let them know that this was God's program. So we still have to say, to God be the glory. But Turhan, I want to know, what did you learn considering that you come from a funk brother, an original Motown funk brother? How did this youth program affect you?
Well, it affected me in a couple of different ways. Because everybody knows, I used to run around like a chicken with his head chopped off, just doing any and everything. But the structure was always on me. It's like I even heard that sometimes y'all had personal meetings about me. Alone.
Well, they did, but you know what? I wouldn't allow them to single anybody out. Because everybody had something, And Sandra, this stuff Sandra don't know that I know today. You know what I'm saying? You know, but hey, I mean, I actually, I was telling him earlier that my mama said, I wish you could have 500 little nappy head brats. Well, I've had over 6,000 little nappy head brats just like me. And I'm looking for all of y'all to come to this reunion. We need you because you know what? Our job, you had a job then, but your job was not over then. We have a bigger job, and wherever you are, they need a festival there. So let's come together because you know what? We should be ruling the world.
Yeah.
From what God, I mean, you heard from God, and I do want to let you know this, that the biggest blessing I could have had is to see that what God gave me to give you, that you heard it and you're passing it on. There's no amount of money that could pay for what that does for me. That's a blessing that I will treasure for the rest of my life. And I just hope that you all will come and we can all be together once again. And then leave there going somewhere in a positive direction to help others because that's what we were always about. We need you to come on.
If it's nothing else, too, come out and say thank you to Kim for what she did for us. You know, she kept us off the streets. A lot of us knew what we were doing, you know, and she gave us something constructive to do. Is just come out and tell her thank you. If you can't come but stay for 5 or 10 minutes, come up to her, give her a hug and kiss and say, hey, just come and come see her. And I guarantee you, when you get there intending on staying there for 5 or 10 minutes, you'll be there the rest of the night because we're going to do what we used to do.
Just don't y'all come up there doing this here. You know I couldn't stand that. So all y'all coming, don't come doing this here. I'm telling you now.
No whinies.
The program, how long did the program run?
17 years.
17 years, y'all.
Yeah, 17. So you all were really my second phase.
Right.
You were my second phase because the Jitterbugs and Don Dargets, the people like that, the Marvin Bledsoes.
Right.
No, Kern was with you all.
Kern was before.
Yeah, he was before.
But he was just before you all. He was just before you all. But I'm
Kern was
saying,
early 80s. We came like mid 80s.
yeah, but see, the program started in 77, right? See, so yeah, so
And see, and the reason I asked that because that is something to look forward to every summer.
yes,
Yeah.
we can
You know
do
what I'm
that. But
saying?
and 20 years.
Not just the check, but just the
You know,
Yeah.
as soon as we graduated in high school, for whatever grade you go into the next grade, you knew we was like, oh, we ready for festival.
Yeah.
You know, you would literally see the people like, I see you next year,
Yeah.
and just to see the same faces, then some new faces.
Yeah, some
You
new
know what
added
festival
faces.
just really is? It was like fame.
Yeah.
You know, but better.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? But better though.
Because Kim used to always say, festival was first,
Yeah.
then it was fame.
Then it was
We-
fame.
It broke
That's
my heart when Fame came out because when God gave me the concept, He gave me the concept for Detroit to do a movie, and I wanted to do the movie about what we were doing, and Fame was similar to that, but it was nothing like festival. It really, I mean, even though when you're dealing with young people, there are similarities, but it was nothing like festival.
One of a kind.
But we're getting ready now. As a matter of fact, I'm talking to people about doing a movie about festival. So I need you all to come on because there are a lot of stuff that I didn't know. I know y'all thought I knew everything, but I didn't know everything. I knew just about everything, you know. But I mean, I need you all to come, give your input because that, if Lord willing, that will be my next project to be working on the movie Fame.
Yeah.
I mean,
Calling out
festival.
some names, George Dickinson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eric Bryce, I talked to Eric.
Bryce, okay.
Yeah, Jennifer and Lorenzo.
Yes.
What was
What was that dance
the
got
dance? The girl dance.
They won $25,000.
Lisa.
The Ladybug.
The Ladybug.
All
Yeah.
calling out some workshops, modeling. If you were in modeling in these workshops, clerical arts, creative writing, dance. You know, if you were in these,
If you was in costume design,
costume
with
design,
Martin Brown.
yep, radio TV.
Radio TV.
Big shouts goes out to Bing Bowls that passed away. Son Hero. I mean, but these were instructors, legendary instructors.
Yeah.
But if you were in that workshops, a part of any type of workshop and festival, we need to see you. We need to come on back. And you know what I'm saying? It'd be good to see you. A lot of us are coming back together on Facebook, but don't let that just be the only avenue. Let's call or whatever.
We need to hear from you all now so that we know who to expect. And don't wait till the last minute like most of your folks do.
Yes.
Okay? We need to hear from you now. Okay?
The date is
the 24th through the 26th.
August 24th through the 26th.
And we've got some special things that we want to do because if you remember, I had Funk Brothers working in festival. Earl Van Dyke Sr. was in there, Beans Bowles was in there, Teddy Harris was in there. And these were professional people that had traveled around the world that came back to work with you. Yes. You know, so I'm setting that out right now for those of you that had an opportunity to work with. What most of you all don't know is that Miss Margaret Brown, that was in costume design, made the first Temptation suits and the Supreme. She sold for all of the Motown people. And I didn't want to publicize any of that because I wanted you to deal with what was being given to you at that time, not deal with who was giving it to you, you know. So they're telling me that they want to pass it on. That's why I'm here, because I want to help them to pass on the blessing that was given to them. Pass that blessing on to somebody else. Let's come together so we can make something special. All right?
All right.
And we can't forget. Ooh, ooh.
Oh my God. That was before Turn. See, that was.
Take it, Kim.
Down in 2 different keys.
Heavenly Father.
And no, we can't forget the sign.
Oh yeah.
We saw the sign. What's this? It was a 3 fingers. That's right. Three fingers. This meant be quiet. When Kim Weston walked into the room and she held up, no matter what you was doing in the cafeteria or the auditorium, all that noise, be quiet.
Flipping and splitting and singing and jumping and leaping.
Be jumping and singing. That's right. Be quiet.
But I do want to say this. I'm glad you brought that up because I don't know if you all realize that there were 2 over 6 feet tall policemen there that day, and they cried because they were standing in there before I got there, looking at you all flipping and dancing and splitting and all of that. And they were just shaking their heads, saying, well, what are we doing here? But when I walked in and I did that, I literally saw tears coming down their eyes because they said that was the first time they had seen that many black kids together with some type of organization. And it touched their hearts. I'm through.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
You're welcome, lady. You wasn't in here to say nothing.
They hear my voice. We'll do another interview in a minute.
I want to see you there now.
Okay. Y'all.